Up next on Lion TV, we have Colin Shepard with Behind the Scenes of the Studio.
And me, Josh Cremains, here with the updated weather forecast. And a look at what your weather is going to be for the community pep rally tonight.
And me, Addie Butler, with football. That's it, that's the whole show. Lion TV starts now.
What is up, Searcy High School? I'm Sammy D.
And I'm Will Mills. Let's jump right into some announcements.
The bowling match scheduled for today will be canceled to allow everyone to attend the pep ceremonies for the football team that night. The match has been rescheduled for Thursday at Cabot.
Any high school junior who plans to enroll in college in the fall of 2021 is an American citizen or legal permanent resident is eligible to apply for the Calvin Coolidge Scholarship. All applicants must be completed online and submitted by 5:30 p.m. Thursday, January 16, 2020. Please visit www.coolidgescholars.org for application.
Today, Searcy will be hosting a pep rally at the town square for the Searcy High football team as they go to War Memorial Stadium to take on Benton. The pep rally will begin at 5 p.m.
President Donald Trump on Wednesday called his Canadian counterpart two-faced after a video emerged Tuesday evening apparently showing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau alongside other world leaders mocking Trump. Trump's biting comments and an impromptu press availability alongside German Chancellor Angela Merkel represent a stark contrast with his appearance with Trudeau the day before, in which the two leaders appeared amiable despite differences over key policy issues including climate change.
Over 200,000 background checks for gun purchases were initiated on Black Friday, making this the second highest day of checks ever, according to data released by the FBI. The data said that 202,465 total checks were started Friday, falling short of the record set on 2017's Black Friday with 203,086. Black Friday is typically the biggest day of the year for gun purchases and therefore background checks, fueled by holiday shopping and the fall hunting season.
Four departments are battling the blaze of the United Industries Ultra Board. Crews from several fire departments battled a large fire Wednesday near downtown Bentonville in northwest Arkansas. The Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette reports that firefighters from facility smoke could be seen from several miles away from the blaze. A city official says no injuries have been reported and that the cause of the fire is not yet known. Nearby schools canceled outdoor recess because of concerns over air quality.
Now let's send it over to Mason Turney with our Lion of the Week.
Good morning, Searcy High School. It's your boy Mason Turney with another Line of the Week. Dallas Loftus. So how are you doing, Dallas?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. So, first of all, congratulations on state. We all at Searcy are rooting for you guys to win against Benton.
Oh, yeah.
So, exactly how are y'all preparing for state?
Well, we're taking it one day at a time. And, we got to watch film. We got to get mentally prepared, physically prepared. I've been in the ice tub just every day, every single day.
And what do you play exactly?
I play slot receiver, which is where the short guys play, but don't mistake us. We're good. We're ballers, and I catch passes. That's what I do.
All right. And how do you feel about the game in general? Like, do you feel like it's going to be a win?
In my soul, I feel it. I feel that we're going to win, and they can't compete with our stuff.
All right. And how do you feel about this being the last game of the season, especially since it's your senior year?
I get emotional. I get real emotional about it. 2 practices left, 1 game. That's it, man.
Do you feel like you and the boys on the team are like family?
I do. I do feel that way.
So they're kind of like your brothers?
Just like my brothers.
How do you feel about this game in general, just like with how Benton is and everything? Like,
oh, man.
Since y'all have never played them.
It's going to be fun, but I'm just trying to take it all in. And I think that's what we're all trying to do.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add about this, like being y'all's last game with the state?
I love you, Cersei High School, and I think we're going to send it back to the news desk.
All right, well, Cersei, back to the news desk it is.
Now let's send things over to Joshua Cremines with weather.
Good afternoon, Cersei High School. I'm Josh Cremines here to give you your updated weather. Today it'll be a high of 58 with showers and a 50% chance of rain. Your winds will be on north-northeast at 12 miles per hour, and your humidity will be at 81%, and your sun rose at 6:40 a.m. this morning on to tonight. Tonight you'll have a low of 38 with showers and 50% chance of rain. Your winds will be on north-northeast at 12 miles per hour and at 81% of humidity, and your sun set at 7:50 p.m. onto the almanac. For your last 7-day temperatures, your high was of 54 and your low was of 33, and your monthly average of precipitation was 5.15 inches, and month to date was 3.19. On to the 5cast. Saturday, you'll be partly cloudy with a high of 53, a low of 40, 10% chance of rain. Sunday, it'll be cloudy with a high of 59, a low of 50, and 20% chance of rain. Monday, it'll be showers with a high of 65, a low of 35, and 40% chance of rain. Tuesday, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 46, a low of 27, and 20% chance of rain. And on Wednesday, it'll be sunny with a high of 46, a low of 29, and a 0% chance of rain. Well, guys, it looks like the sun's starting to come out, stop being so congested and moist and wet and all that. But it's starting to get cold without all the moisture, so I'm looking forward to that.
So, oh my. Let's see what we're having for lunch on Monday. For lunch, we'll be having a cheeseburger, Cheez Peas Crunchers, nacho cheese Doritos, baked beans, fresh strawberries, applesauce, and milk. Let's make sure to thank our lunch ladies for all the hard work they do for us.
Now we have a behind-the-scenes special with Colin Shepard.
It's about that time of the year again. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at episode 4 of The Studio. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Filming a TV show, it's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of work. I mean, there is a lot of stuff that goes into it they don't even realize behind the scenes. I mean, writing could take up to like 3 or 4 days. The script that we had this episode was 21 pages long compared to the last script, which was I think like 9 or 10 pages. So it's a lot more content.
We're gonna do the classic, stand on top of this desk.
And it was a lot of fun too, trying to think about lines and stuff for people to say. I try to match up characters to their personalities in real life and whether it's exaggerated or not.
Hey, whoa! Whoa, didn't mean to scare you.
Having people say stuff that they wouldn't normally say is pretty fun, and also making fun of people kind of subtly through the use of the lines, that's also pretty good.
It's probably just Daniel knocking over the lights.
To film a TV show, you have to have a lot of patience. That's probably the main key, because some people are slower to learn their lines, or people forget their outfits that they're going to be wearing, so it just takes a really long time. Okay, Mr. Bowman. That's good. Everybody's here.
What are you asking?
The show filming was a lot of fun, but you can't really expect too much from a zero-budget TV show. Basically, we're not actors.
Well, I don't really perceive myself as an actor. I mean, I can learn lines and things like that, but if you've seen some bloopers or whatever of me, it might take me a couple times.
Working with other students was probably the hardest part of it all, because I remember one day I was tired and just wanted to get it over with, so I knew what I was doing, but they just wanted to have fun with it, and it took more time than it should have, honestly.
Is the imprint enough? Yeah, that's it.
The hardest part for me, honestly, was as being the producer and writer and director, was organizing everybody and everything about it. There's days where 5 out of 6 people would bring their clothes, so that one person who didn't bring it meant that we couldn't film that day, and otherwise that means that we had to wait another day to film, which is terrible because I'm trying to get this out on time.
Alright, so honestly, I'm thinking about time.
Another hard thing about filming it was the camera directions. In my head, whenever I was writing the thing, I had all these cameras, like spots in my mind, and that's how you had to kind of be as a director, is you had to visualize the 3D space in order to make the shot what you wanted. Well, trying to relay that information to somebody over the course of 2 minutes is really hard.
Yours didn't hurt, right?
You never told me to get hard.
I'm sorry. You're supposed to wait there. I'm sorry.
If one person messes up, either the camera messes up, or if something gets caught in the shot that's not supposed to be, it can be pretty rough trying to either edit that out or having to redo that entire shot. Sometimes some of the funny parts come actually up from the mess ups of lines, and sometimes messing up your lines actually ends up working in the show.
What is that for you?
Protection.
What?
I don't know, like raccoons or something, whatever's in the studio.
Good thing.
So personally, since I did everything about the show, I really think it came out well. I'm actually proud of this episode. The last episode, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a little bit iffy about it. It was my first time doing this sort of project of this scale. But this project, I think, is definitely a lot better, and it's going to be really good.
That was an inside look at episode 4 of The Studio. Let's send things back to the news desk.
I'm really glad how that turned out.
Oh yeah, me too. I think it's one of the best things about Lion TV. Let's shoot things over to sports with Addie.
Good afternoon, SHS. I'm Addie Butler, and the sports show is going to look a little different today. Let's start off with college football. Week 15 of college football begins tonight with teams trying to lock down their spot in a bowl game. Here's some games to be on the lookout for. Georgia plays at LSU to fight for the SEC title. LSU is ranked number 2 nationally, with Georgia sitting at number 4. The two teams have not played each other yet this season, so you won't want to miss this kickoff at 3 p.m. Saturday. The Big 12 championship features Baylor at Oklahoma. Earlier in the season, Oklahoma had the biggest comeback in school history, recovering from being down 31-10 at halftime to coming back to defeat Baylor 34-31. The rematch will start at 11 a.m. Saturday. And number 1 ranked Ohio State takes on number 8 Wisconsin for the Big Ten title. Previously in the regular season, Ohio State defeated Wisconsin 38-7 in a blowout matchup. Is Wisconsin going to come back with a vengeance? You'll have to catch that game at 7 p.m. Saturday to find out. Now let's talk about those Lions. I could spend hours breaking down the analytics of Saturday's game between the Lions and Benton, but I won't bore you with the stats. Here's something I put together instead.
Finds a wide open receiver downfield. That's Griffin Love for a touchdown, Cersei.
We still don't understand that we have a long ways to go.
Jonathan Guthrie finds a hole, sees the middle of the field, and it's gone.
But I think they're in good shape to make a full run, not only the conference championship, but the state championship.
And it will be a touchdown. It will be a touchdown.
Hopefully we can go 1-0 all the way through.
The last time I reported on the Lions football season, they were sitting at a record of 7-0, a feat that hadn't been accomplished in 28 years. Now they're on their way to make more history as they head to the state championship game for the first time in 35 years. So Tanner, can you talk a little bit about this season so far and what you think has made this team so successful, and did you expect this success at the beginning of the season?
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you, at the beginning of the year, I would not have told you we'd be where we are now, especially going to the state championship game. If you'd asked me last year, I would have said we had a really good shot. I think the difference is we get along really well. Everyone plays for the team. We're not the biggest team out there, but we just put it together and play well. So I didn't expect big numbers, but I got a few early breaks, got some deep balls, and then the yard just started coming. I started having 200-yard games, and I look back and I'm right at 1,300, going over 1,300 this game. So.
What point in the season did you kind of look around and go, like, we could go all the way with this team?
In the off season, I could really tell. Before the season, I was like kind of iffy, but at one point in the off season, we went to a team camp and played versus North Little Rock and Bryant and all those teams, and we really played well. And I was like, dude, if we can play with these teams, we can play with anyone. And we have been able to. We've been beating everyone, so.
Whenever you go 1-0 each week, or really just try to strive to be better than you were the week before, then that gets where you want to be, and that's kind of what we've done. We were able to win the conference. It set us up really well for the playoffs, and we were able to just take 1 week at a time.
So how many meaningful snaps had you taken in a high school game before this season?
Well, really before this season, I hadn't really played. I hadn't started anything. I just played on kickoff and kick return, so during the game, not that many for this year. I was a backup for a quarterback 10th and 11th grade, and things just kind of all worked out, and I got to be the starter this year.
Going to the state championship, that's every senior's dream, whether they're involved in the football program or not. How significant is it to you to get to go your senior year?
It's crazy. I never would have guessed it. I I thought at the beginning of the year, I thought after the regular season it was over for me for football. You know, I'm going to play college baseball, so I'm just going to move on. And then for me to be going to play in the state championship, it's crazy. And just the support I have from my college baseball coaches will be there, and just everyone on the team. It's a one in a lifetime experience that like I really didn't expect like I was going to be in, but I'm so grateful for it.
Going to the state championship hasn't been done since 1984. So how do you want people to remember this team and this season 35 years from now?
Obviously, I want them to remember us as state champions. We have a chance to do something that hasn't been done since 1933 and win a state championship.
The biggest thing that I want people to take from this team is just how close they are. And you know, these guys will look back. They probably won't remember all the scores. You know, they may remember the score from the state championship game, but just kind of the experiences that they have and the chance to be together.
After y'all beat Greenwood last week, Coach Kelly was talking to y'all in the huddle and said y'all get to play football one more week. So how did that sit with the team and with you?
You know you're going to have that next day of practice, and it slips up on you. You don't think about like, hey, this is my last practice at Lions Stadium. You know, this is my last game at Lions Stadium. But we just get another week to go out there and be a team. You know,
we're just excited. We understand that it's been so long, and there's been a lot of great teams come through, a lot of great coaches, and we're just humbled and excited to go out there and compete and hopefully represent Searcy well.
The Lions will face the Benton Panthers at 6:30 tomorrow, December 7th at War Memorial Stadium. Make the trip to show your support as this Pride of Lions wraps up what could be regarded as a record year. Signing off, I'm Addie Butler. Back to the news desk.
Thanks for the sports updates, Addie, and a great story to go along with it.
Well, Searcy, that's all we got for you today. If you missed an episode, you can go to our YouTube channel and catch back up. And you can also go on Searcy Lion Press and check out Holden Jones' story of the Searcy lighting cancellation.
And you can always follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Searcy Lion TV and on Twitter at Lion TV.
See you later, Searcy.